Hello all you film freaks and movie maniacs out there. My name is Nolan Carr and I'd like to welcome you to the go-to podcast for all things cinema. But before you can ask any questions, just sit back, relax, as I present to you a Strawlane Studio Productions Critiquing with Carr. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another great edition of the show here, Critiquing with Carr for Memorable Movie Monday. As always, if you've enjoyed episodes such as this one, do us a favor by subscribing on YouTube, following us on the audio platforms, clicking on thumbs up or like buttons so you can tell us you enjoy these episodes, turning on post notifications on those platforms so you can stay up to date when episodes release, as well as clicking at share out so you can continue to go to the podcast with our friends and family. Also, if you want other ways of staying up to date with the show, do us a favor by following us on Instagram at Critiquing with Carr. I say all that because on this week's very interesting edition of Memorable Movie Monday, we're talking about the classic animated film, Princess Mononoke. And with that being said, let's begin. The film was directed and written by Hayao Miyazaki. The film was produced by Toshio Suzuki, and the cast for this film is as follows: Yoji Matsuda, Yuriko Ishida, Yoko Tanaka, Kaoru Kobayashi, Masahiko Nishimura, Tsunohiko Kamijo, Akihiro Miwa, Mitsuko Mori, and Hisaya Morishiji. The cinematography for this film was done by Atsushi Oki. The movie was edited by Takeshi Sayama. The musical score was done by Joe Hisashi. The production company for this film was done by the legendary Studio Ghibli, and the distribution company for this film was Toho. This film was released on July 12th of 1997. The runtime for this movie was 133 minutes. The budget was $23.7 million US, and finally the box office grand total for this film was $194.3 million US. The short list of accolades for this film are as follows. At the Japan Academy Film Prize Awards, the movie won for Best Film. And now it comes time for one of my two favorite parts, which is tonight list off the top 10 highest-grossing films to that year's release, being 1997's Princess Mononoke. Coming in 10th place on this list was The Full Monty. It was distributed by Fox Searchlight Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $257.9 million. It stars Robert Carlyle, Tom Wilkinson, and Mark Addy. Coming in 9th place on this list was The Fifth Element. It was distributed by Gaumont Buena Vista International. Its worldwide gross was $263.9 million. It stars Bruce Willis, Gary Oldman, and Ian Holm. Coming in 8th place on this list was My Best Friend's Wedding. It was distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. Its worldwide gross was $299.3 million, and it stars Julia Roberts, Dermot Mulroney, and Cameron Diaz. Coming in 7th place on this list was Liar Liar. It was distributed by Universal Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $302.7 million, and it stars Jim Carrey, Maura Tierney, and Jennifer Tilly. Coming in 6th place on this list was As Good as It Gets. It was distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. Its worldwide gross was $314.1 million, and it stars Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt, and Greg Kinnear. Coming in 5th place at the halfway mark on this list was Air Force One. It was distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. Its worldwide gross was $315.2 million. It stars Harrison Ford, Gary Oldman, and Winnie Grusin. Coming in 4th place was Tomorrow Never Dies. It was distributed by MGM Studios. Its worldwide gross was $333 million. It stars Pierce Brosnan, Jonathan Pryce, and Michelle Yeoh. Coming in 3rd place with the bronze medal on this list was Men in Black. It was distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. Its worldwide gross was $589.4 million. It stars Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith, and Linda Fiorentino. Coming in 2nd place with the silver medal on this list was The Lost World Jurassic Park. It was distributed by Universal Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $618.6 million. It stars Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, and Pete Postlethwaite. And finally, coming in at number 1 as the highest-grossing film for 1997 was Titanic. It was distributed by Paramount 20th Century Fox. Its worldwide gross was $1.84 billion. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet, and Billy Zane. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, my review of 1997's Princess Mononoke. When it comes to the world of animation, few films are as visually stunning and narratively ambitious as Princess Mononoke. Directed by Hayao Miyazaki and produced by Studio Ghibli, this 1997 masterpiece is a striking blend of fantasy, environmentalism, and moral complexity. It follows the journey of Ashitaka, a young prince who is cursed by a demon boar as he embarks on a mission to find a cure while navigating a brutal conflict between the forces of nature and human industrialization. From the opening sequence, it's clear that Princess Mononoke is a visual feast. The animation is absurdly good, with meticulous attention to detail and fluidity that only Studio Ghibli can deliver. The film's opening chase, where Ashitaka confronts a massive demon that causes the village watchtower to collapse, is a high-energy, heart-pounding moment. The sheer scale of the demon, combined with the intricate animation, sets the stage for the epic adventure that follows. One of the film's standout elements is its complex, morally ambiguous characters. Ashitaka, the film's protagonist, is a likable and empathetic character. He is introduced as an honorable young man who seeks to heal a curse placed upon him by a demon, but as the story progresses, we realize that his journey is not just about saving himself, it's about understanding and mediating the complex forces of nature and humanity. Ashitaka's presence in the film is grounding, and his determination to find a peaceful resolution to the conflict is both refreshing and heroic. His character arc is a subtle exploration of inner strength, compassion, and balance. Lady Eboshi, the leader of Iron Town, is one of the most fascinating characters in the movie. She's a pragmatic leader who is fiercely determined to industrialize the land, even if it means destroying the natural world in the process. While her methods are destructive, there's an undeniable nuance to her character. She's not a traditional villain. In fact, she offers refuge to marginalized groups such as lepers and women, making her a somewhat sympathetic figure. It's this moral ambiguity that makes Princess Mononoke stand out from typical good versus evil narratives. There's no clear-cut villain or hero, only individuals with their own motives and struggles. Though Princess Mononoke excels in its visual and character-driven storytelling, there are moments where the pacing falters. After a strong start, the film slows down considerably during the middle section. One of the sequences I found particularly lackluster was a scene where the Wolf Clan and the Boar Clan meet to discuss the future of Ashitaka and the impending war with the humans. While it's important for world building and setting up future conflicts, it did feel like the momentum of the story was lost for a while. The dialogue-heavy moments dragged on a bit too long, and I found myself disengaging from the film during this section. However, the film picks up again as the plot moves toward the final act. The sequence where San tries to bring the dying wolf god and the blind albino boar to the forest spirit is emotionally intense and powerful. There's a palpable sense of dread and urgency, and the stakes are elevated as the characters confront the full consequences of their actions. This sequence, though harrowing, is undoubtedly one of the highlights of the film. Another character that adds depth to the film is the monk, who initially serves as a comic foil but later becomes more significant in the overarching narrative. His interactions with Ashitaka, particularly when they exchange sarcastic remarks, shows a more relatable side to his larger-than-life adventure. These smaller moments not only keep the film engaging, but also allow for some necessary emotional release between the more intense sequences. As with many Miyazaki films, the ending of Princess Mononoke is somewhat open-ended. While it doesn't offer a traditional happy conclusion, it leaves the audience with a bittersweet sense of hope. The resolution of Ashitaka's curse and his efforts to mediate between the human and spirit worlds feels like a step towards reconciliation. The film doesn't tie everything up neatly. The unresolved issues, particularly with Irontown and the Forest Spirits, leave a lingering feeling of unfinished business. This, of course, sets up room for a sequel, though none has materialized in the 27 years since the film's release. In conclusion, Princess Mononoke is a film that's worth watching not just for its technical brilliance, but for the rich thematic ideas it tackles. It's a film that offers something for everyone, whether you're looking for breathtaking animation, thought-provoking storytelling, or a deep dive into the complexities of nature and progress. With that being said, I'm both proud and confident to give this great film a respectable score of 7.5 out of 10 on the Diamond Dave scale. And with that being said, my film freaks and cinephiles, if you've enjoyed this week's edition of the show here today on Critiquing with Carr for Memorable Movie Monday, do us a favor by subscribing on YouTube, following us on the audio platforms, clicking on thumbs up or like buttons so you can tell us you enjoy these episodes, turning on post notifications so you can stay up to date when episodes release on those platforms, as well as clicking that share out so you can continue to go the podcast with all your friends and family. Also, if you want other ways of staying up to date with the show, do us a favor by following us on Instagram at Critiquing with Carr. And with that being said, my film freaks and cinephiles, until next time, and as always, happy viewing and take care.